home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Blake Snell starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. My opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1 and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. See if it continues today.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage, 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
First offering on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Mike Ford has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box now, Tony Reese. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire. That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
That is 4. The left fielder.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
In now, Scotty Hayward, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Hayward has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now batting, Nino Reese. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Kiermaier looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 32 now for the season as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
Batting fifth.
Into the box,
right
Mike
fielder.
Tuchman.
Mike.
As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
In there, 1-1. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his sixth strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Standing in now, Scott Tomlinson. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Garcia. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But one more look at the big blow in the inning for the Yankees. A grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the first now in St. Pete. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. Martin Roland Smith, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in his last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Settling in now, Eric Sogard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and two now.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Hayward sprinting after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He had a 4-hit game his last game, and I love the fact that he's covering everything. Anything you throw up there, he's right on it.
Up next for the Rays, Kevin Kiermaier. The pitch. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, Tommy.
So striding forward now, Tommy Pham. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. Pham a Nevada native. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete. The Yankees lead it 4-0. In now, Clint Frazier. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 0-1 delivery. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, I'm going to be locking in on Willie Adames. Elite shortstop up the chute. Young, good hands, quick feet, strong arm. Came over in the David Bryce trade, and we've watched him slowly creep his way to the big leagues.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Stepping in now, Mike Ford, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Yanks leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Striding into the box, Austin Meadows. He's driven in 4 runs on 4 hits to this point in the series.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Garcia can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. 2-0 now. The 2-0. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Bases are empty, one man out. Two and two.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And he fouls this one off.
We got time.
The 2-2 one more time is laid off and the count runs full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Tauchman ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting 6th, the second baseman, number 8.
Standing in, Brandon Lowe. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They trail here 4-0. Digging in to try it again, Tony Reese.
The third baseman, Tony Reese.
Now here's the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Adames calls for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20.
Now in the box, Scotty Hayward. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 0 to the Yankees left fielder.
2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Line, but speared on a hop. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Nino Reese. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
Popped him up. Aguilar shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
We're back now as the Rays line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats. And unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively. But first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts. So that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The windup and the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Coming to the plate now, Willie Adames is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And he lays off for ball one. Adames stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here now is Mike Zunino, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. 2 out, nobody on. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Pham moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Scott Tomlinson.
Digging in now, Scott Tomlinson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready for another chance? Clint Frazier. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down.
Hey.
1-2 now. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So stepping in, Kyle Higashioka. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here it comes on 1-1. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and the inning continues. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. In a near disaster there, but he's able to recover in time and make it back to third safely. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Strike 2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Here's Eric Sogard. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and 1 strike. Hit to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way, fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2. Fouled off. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
The designated hitter.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Into the box, Mike Ford. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2.
Play ball 3. Out.
So here is Avisail Garcia. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Stepping up now, Brandon Lowe. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The first baseman, number 21.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jesus Aguilar looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Tyler Glasnow takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 20.
Ready for another shot now. Nino Reyes will match up with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning. Now the pitch. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Drilled to the right side, and this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit. Striding in, Mike Tuchman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner back. Another look to first. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Let's play ball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Willie Adames will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. Stepping in, Mike Zunino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Count even now at 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So coming to the plate, Eric Sogard will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
To 1-2 now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kyle Higashioka. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman.
Leading off the inning, Kevin Kiermaier. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. A shot down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. chopped toward the second baseman. LeMahieu takes it in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The left fielder, number 29.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting,
into the box now, Austin Meadows. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. The next 0-2. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And he's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game, and that striding in once again, Tony Reese. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. The Rays came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Hayward.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Scotty Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter.
The plate now is the designated hitter, Nino Reese. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Now here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing. Rocco Salinas is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 12, Rocco.
Stepping in, Avisail Garcia. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Digging in, Brandon Lowe. No hits to this point. Pulled toward right center field. LeMahieu onto the grass, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The first baseman, number 21.
Digging in, Jesus Aguilar. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Salinas is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in. Next for New York, Mike Tauchman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Mike Tauchman.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here.
0-1's the count.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays.
Striding in to start the 9th, Willie Adames. And they'll need him to get something going here. Aroldis Chapman takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Hit on the ground to third. Reese gloves it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Mike Zunino. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Tauchman moves over. 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eric Sogard. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. A ball and a strike.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And it's fouled away.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And that misses 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get
throw on to first, and the Yankees will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. 5-0 the final score today. The Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Martin Roland Smith earns win number 7 on the season, striking out 12 in the process.